welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in as always, and welcome to a long awaited another edition of Rush Hour Ramble midweek waffle. Not quite midweek this week, it's Friday, so Rush Hour Ramble today, and it's an early one, early doors. Don't know, woke up with stuff going on, thrilling. Anyway, so this week's ramble is going to be all about what's coming up. So a little bit of a preview of what's coming in the next month, October. I've got a couple of days off next week, so excuse me, and the weather's favourable, so product tests. And you know what, actually that reminds me, things just flow in my head. I don't script anything, I just have ideas and then see what comes out. So, following on from my previous video about the FOS Mega Valet, I didn't really spend much time putting on any LSPs or last stage protection. So, I think this weekend, again, weather's looking favourable, I'm going to get the car back to clean, where it was when I finished up the Mega Valet last week, and then we'll take a look at Chemical Guy's ceramic, the easy one, not the full ceramic installation, just the consumer level, easy peasy lemon squeezy, couple of dots on a pad, rub it in, let it sit for a minute, wipe it off, easy. And we can do a little bit on the ease of application of the V07, and also we'll have a little look at the Meguiar's coating, spray coat, top coat, and also got some Sonics which we can look at. So we'll look at those four products. I'll get them on various panels on the car, and then I'll hose them off and we'll have a little look at the hydrophobicity, that sort of thing. What else? As you will have seen in one of my recent shorts, I have recently received my Xiaomi Mi miniature portable compressor. So at the weekend I'll be installing the tyre valve on the IK Phone Pro 2 Plus, and then we'll have a look at how that performs, how the compressor performs compressing the foamer. And then we can have a little look at delivery and stuff like that as per normal, and that will be good. Looking forward to that. Again, as you will have seen hopefully on some of my shorts, a guy I met, a really nice guy I met on my channel, asked if he could come and have a look at the Forester, and excuse me, I was more than happy to oblige, and that's partly the reason why I did the Subaru Mega Valet the other day, so that the FOS looked wonderful and clean when he come to look at it. But as it turns out, he turned up in a Porsche 911 result, and has kindly agreed to let me film that for the channel. So when there's it only comes out in the dry, so when there's a dry day and favourable weather conditions, we'll get that in and we'll do full review, full look around, long player I reckon. Look around the interior, clocks, comfort, seating arrangement. We'll take it out for a drive, listen to the exhaust, get the cameras on the back, see what it sounds like on the go, have a look at the engine bay, etc, etc. We'll have a full look around that and have a little chat with the guy, get him on the channel, get the car on the channel, and that will be good. Looking forward to that one. And what else? So, loads of questions about IK foamer. So, going to approach this two ways. I'm going to do nice, easily digestible shorts on my channel of different products, different dilution ratios through the IK foamer. So we're talking built hamper touchless, built hamper auto foam, AD Palmer Violet snow foam, auto glim, Polar Wash, Auto Glim, Polar Blast, and also going to do a test to see what the delivery's like with Auto Glim Polar Seal, and we'll probably try the Polar Seal in the IK sprayer to see what the delivery's like, and we'll do it in the IK Foamer to see what the delivery's like, and obviously what results you get. So I'll make shorts of all of those, and definitely going to put a bit of extra effort into looking at dilution ratios, because I recently treated myself to a 75p Tesco. I don't like to say it's changed my life, and whenever I saw people measuring things, I thought that's never going to be me. But I have to admit, measuring is the future, because you save money for one, because you're using less product, or you're using the right amount of product. Also, you draw a line in the sand in your head. Oh, last time I did 50ml, 10 to 1. Next time I'm going to do 25ml, 20 to 1. You know, things like that. So you get to understand what the ratios are doing, how that affects the foam delivery, the product delivery, things like that. Oh, also in the IK Foamer Surfex, and as well as the shorts, planning to do an IK Foamer extended video, probably like a 15-20 minute one. A couple of tips for care of how to look after it and how to prolong its life, how to get the best out of it. Also, I'm going to try the other tips that come with the pack, so that you've got the dry foam tips, the middle tip, and the wetter foam tip. So we'll have a look at what effect that has on the various products you put through it. So that is interesting. What else we got? Going to do a review and overview of the Hayward & Scott. And I know, excuse me, I know that I've done videos of the GoPro on the back filming the sound. I've had the Fat Gecko on the back filming the sound. I've done in-car, idle, people filming the car for me, my daughter. And yeah, that's all good. But I've not done, what I realised when I was talking Rick, the Porsche owner, through the attributes of the Forester, I realised some of the elements that you could probably go into further detail. And one of the things he said when he first got in the Forester, he went, oh, it's really quiet, it's quite quiet, quite civilised. And I think two of the things that have created that condition that I've done to the car, or had done to the car, is the Meister R's set relatively soft, probably 8, 9 on the back, and sorry, 8 or 9 on the back, and 5 or 6 on the front, something like that. You know, quite a soft setup. So it's quite comfy, really quite compliant. It's nice. It handles well, but it's nice for commuting and on straight roads, etc., and back roads. And it also, if there's potholes, you know, it's quite comfy, not too rattly. It's good. Also, the Hayward & Scott, it's just a nice setup. It's a nice setup. It's fairly quiet. We were able to have a nice, civilised adult conversation during the warm-up process, and then obviously I opened it up a couple of times, and it's fairly fruity and it sounds nice. But then after the mayhems calm down, again, just driving regular speeds is quite quiet, quite civilised. And as I said in one of my other rambles about the general driving experience, the Forester just does everything good. Slow, good. Medium, intermediate driving, good. Regular pushing on, good. And fast, good. All good. It just seems to do everything well. Anyway, so yeah, I'll make a separate video, not just exhaust sounds, etc., but I'll do a review of my experience of the Hayward & Scott fitment, quality, build, sound, finish, fit, those kind of things. And then we'll make a video of someone sitting in the back and we'll record the audio, someone sitting in the front and we'll record the audio, back windows open, record the audio, and then maybe a bit on the boot, standard thing, you know. But it's not going to be just whoop, not that, just what it's like to live with on a daily basis. So that will be interesting. So I'll have to get that cleaned up. So I think they're the things. Xiaomi, my portable compressor, obviously we'll do a review of that as well. IK Foamer, tips and tricks, how to get the best out of it. IK Foamer, all the different products put through it in my long play video, and all the different products put through it, but then just shorts. Haven and Scott review, and the full Porsche review. Oh, and obviously still incoming, impending, is the Fiesta introduction. So again, I'm off next week, weather's looking favourable. I'm going to drag that out and get an introduction shot. When I bought the car, how long I've had the car, what I've done to it over the years, what I'm doing to it now, what the project looks like now and for the future. And then we'll kick off that series, and I'll make as many videos as I can on that before the weather turns, and then I'm just covering it up and it's hibernating until next year. And that reminds me, actually, excuse me, another long player I've been thinking about doing is Subaru mod list. So I'll go through all the modifications I've made to my Subaru, and I've not really thought about a system yet, but I'll probably go through cost, how much difference it made, what it was like to fit, whether I'd recommend it, that kind of thing. So that'll be on, you know, for example, Techie Wire brake booster, ease of fitment, 8, build, 8, does it make any difference, 2, that sort of thing, you know. So we'll go through, and mine, you know, as you've seen on the channel, it's kind of OEM. I like to keep mine OEM or OEM plus, and a lot of work that's been done on mine is the chassis. So white line stuff, lots and lots of white line stuff, lovely, but not anything to the engine really, to be honest. Anyway, I'll get that list printed out today at work, which will form my script, and then we'll run through that. Anyway, other than that, that's all I have to say. But also have to say, you know, the channel's growing, the support is wonderful, genuinely humbling, thoroughly enjoying making the videos, enjoying all the comments. I'm a bit of a statistician, a bit of a techie nerd, and I look at the analytics on my YouTube studio, and I think about a month ago my channel had 10,000 views in a month, and I was elated. Probably took a picture, put it on my Instagram, on Forest Fozzie's Instagram channel. But bizarrely, when you look at more of the stats, 95% of people weren't subscribed. So that gives you a clear indication of where I am. You know, I'm not going to cry and say, well, people are watching but people aren't subscribing. Maybe they can't tolerate having more of my ramble and style of delivery and my video delivery on their YouTube feed. However, if we could just convert, you know, another 5%, that's it, I'm there. 1,000 subscribers, happy days. And then I could monetize the channel, which is huge for me. This is I'm 12 months into my journey now. The videos are starting to gain traction, they're starting to get higher up the feed. The algorithm, the YouTube algorithm's working. People are choosing my content more and more frequently, which is wonderful. But we just need to convert the people that are watching, but just not subscribing. So, if you're enjoying the content, please consider hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you're that way inclined, smash that bell button so you get notifications when I post up new content, of which there is loads, and it will be relentless. And I'm going to get a bit more systemised, and I've said this before, but I'm going to get more systemised. So we're doing Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, so we're going to get, you know, post just to keep the content coming. And as always, all your comments, very much appreciated. I always try and respond to them within a 4 to 6 hour window, depending on what time zone you're in, and I take on board what people say, you know. So where I've had questions about IK Foamer product dilutions, I'll get straight onto whatever I had planned for that weekend. I'll drop that and I'll make videos to explain that. So, you know, anything I can help with whatsoever, drop it in the comments and I'll put my focus behind that. and try and make helpful content for the channel and for my community. Anyway, that is it for me today. I'm nearly at work and need to check in with my mother, and that's it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, weekend, and take care. Thanks for tuning in as always. All the very best. Bye bye.